on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, getting ready to go racing here tonight at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the I-85 Asphalt Series. Legend cars this week for the brand new Rising Stars division for the I-85 Asphalt Series, getting ready to kick off the race here tonight. These drivers have already qualified themselves in at this 0.53, a little bit less than a half-mile asphalt oval here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for week one of the Rising Stars division, where the car track combos will change from week to week, live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel every other Thursday night. You're going to want to make sure that you're tuned in each and every single week. Press that like button, press that subscribe button, and most importantly, press that bell so you don't miss a thing as soon as the live goes here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Get you down here on my main broadcast cam. Welcome in here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel to week one of the Legend cars for the Rising Stars division. 2 weeks from now, we will go somewhere totally different discipline and a totally different style type of car. These guys are going to have opportunities here to make a name for themselves. This will be a feeder series for the I-85 Asphalt Series. Wheel and Modified division and late model stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, we got about, looks like 9 Legend cars here tonight for a epic 40-lapper here tonight at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. These guys have already hit the qualifying session and locked themselves into tonight's event. We'll pull up that results on your screen. Walker Matthews will be on the pole here tonight for the first ever Legend Cars race, getting ready to take place on the Booty Scoot Racing channel inside of the Rising Stars division for the I-85 Asphalt Series. He'll start from the pole. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like these drivers are down on the racetrack currently at the moment, getting locked and loaded inside of these Legend cars. We're getting ready to go racing here tonight. We'll bring up the grid one more time here as you hear these guys get the Legend cars motor nice and rambled up. Those will be the starting grid here tonight. On the pole, driving the backwards 40 Legend car, Walker Matthews. On the outside of him, front row, will be, when he gets up here, the number 72, from South Boston, Virginia. That's the Legend car of Ace Throckmorton. Starting in the third place position here tonight, driving the 00 Legend car from Middletown, New Jersey, it's going to be Mike Doyle. On the outside of him will be the number 30 Legend car from Hickory, North Carolina, Braden Sumter. On the inside of him will be the Maynard Motors Legend car number 02 from Walford, South Carolina, of Nicholas Maynard. Don't want to skip over him here, driving the number 35 JRJ Legend car from Braceville, Illinois, John Johnson. And driving the number 99 Legend car here tonight from from New Bern, it's going to be Dakota Pignataro. And driving this Foster Smithies 841 Legend car here tonight, it's going to be Foster Smithies. And rounding out shotgun tail of the field here tonight in the Legend cars opening race for week one of the Rising Stars division. More of that to come here in just a moment. You guys will have the fully updated thing of how this league will work out. From Martinsville, Georgia, it's going to be the 64-year-old Bobby Kyle. Legend cars, you asked for it, you got it here tonight, folks. Getting ready to go racing here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for what's going to be one action-packed race here tonight. 40 laps is what we're set for, 35 mile per hour pit lane, 50 and 60 laps is in between the Legend car fuel window. I'm hearing somewhere between 45 and 50 laps is what these Legend car drivers could be running inside of the fuel tank. Why, you may ask? Well, because, folks, the lighter the race car, the faster it will go. It'll be in charge of the backwards 40 Legend car, Walker Matthews on the front row. Green flag will fly in the air for the first ever Legend car race on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Diving down into turns 1 and 2, opening laps of the Rising Stars division, week one, the U.S. Legend cars on our way. 2 weeks from now, we will move to the FIA car at the Wild West Motorsport Park. 2 wide for the second place position goes Mike Doyle with Ace Throckmorton. They'll go quarter panel battle off of turn 4 here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Lap number 1 being in the book. Caution tag on the front straightaway. Ace Throckmorton goes around in the number 72 U.S. Legend car down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Lap number 2, we'll have our first caution flag here tonight. We'll back that ass up for the instant replay. Take a look and see what happened to the South Boston, Virginia Legend car driver of Ace Throckmorton, the 2-time Nexus National Champion. Working door to door here, it looks like Mike Doyle in the 00. battling Nerf bar, the Nerf bar, quarter panel, the quarter panel, the U.S. Legend cars do not bump well. Ace Throckmorton goes hard on the inside, safe for barrier. We'll back that ass up one more time and take a look and see if we can't ride out of the front roof cam or on board. This number 56 Legend car on the outside here, trying to keep a lane close to the bottom and pinch the inside line, gets off the exit, gets tagged in the left rear, coming off turn 4, trying to go for the race lead. He has to have to lock it down hard on the inside wall. Ace Throckmorton appears to be A-OK. This Legend car doesn't have any damage on it. If it does, it's very, very, very minor to this number 72 pace car. Waiting for the rest of the field to come around. That'll be Walker Matthews when it's all said and done, folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, first caution flag here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Cleanup will be for the number 72 of Ace Throckmorton as he works down into turn 3 and 4 to catch the tail end of the field. The pace car is out on the racetrack for the first caution flag of the night for week 1 of the Rising Stars Division. You may ask yourself, folks, what the hell is a Rising Stars Division? This will be a feeder series for the I-85 Asphalt Series, Whelen Modified Division, and Late Model Stock Division that currently run full-time for the I-85 Asphalt Series. But this right here will change from week to week. As you see on your screen, Legend cars are in red, stock car or a dirt race is in blue, followed by sports car races in black. So we'll go to the Wild West Motorsports Park on dirt. We'll do a little bit of jumping around, if you know what I mean, inside of the brand new FIA car on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Then we'll head to the Watkins Glen International Raceway as the number 40 of Walker Matthews comes right to the back bumper of the pace car. We'll go to the Watkins Glen Speedway for what's going to be the Porsche 992.22. So make sure that you are wanting to join the I-85 Asphalt Series Rising Stars Division. You check out all of the Instagram pages and all of the great stuff. This is what we have coming for you here in the coming weeks. It's going to be raced every other week on Thursday nights, folks. So these guys know exactly what the hell's going on here in the next coming weeks and how to prepare for it. Looks like we'll go double file this time around at the Myrtle Beach Speedway inside of the U.S. Legend cars for the week 1 part of the Rising Stars Division. Mike Doyle will be on the outside of Walker Matthews when we finally get to go back to the green flag. We'll take at least one more lap around the Myrtle Beach Speedway. And before you start asking, folks, got to get down here to the Myrtle Beach Speedway. I really want to see what it's all about. Well, you're not going to be able to, folks. Myrtle Beach Speedway is now no longer a thing, and they have replaced it with an apartment complex. This will be the night's keys of the race for the Myrtle Beach Speedway inside of the U.S. Legend cars. Hey, heat races took place earlier tonight that set the qualifying. This is that you just seen start a moment ago. However, though, folks, these guys currently not going to need those heat races mattering now as the field's already been skedaddled up after that first caution flag. Radial tire, folks. It's going to be hard to try to keep this Legend car up underneath you as these tires are absolutely rock hard, just like your daddy. Save those tires, folks. If you don't have a little bit of something to work with at the back half of this 40 lap tonight, you're going to be absolutely in pain. It'll be the backwards 40 Legend car of Walker Matthews alongside door-to-door Mike Doyle. Maynard in the 3rd place spot, followed by Dakota Pignataro. Great flag back in the air here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the Rising Stars Division. Maynard looking out on the inside, 3 wide for the race lead at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. The 0-2 on the inside, the backwards 40 runs it up the middle. He'll get the run off the turn 2 exit like he was looking for. Here comes Foster Smithies in the number 841, excuse me. He'll work down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Dakota Pignataro will go Nerf bar, the Nerf bar with the number 30 Legend car. It looks like going to be Braden Sumter. Battle for the race lead here. Maynard gets cut off by by Walker Matthews. Walker Matthews will defend the bottom of turns 1 and 2 here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Maynard's looking for a little bit of a run off turn 2 from the high side. Will keep his foot in it. Mike Doyle, Dakota Pignataro, 2 M&D Motorsports team. Got their Legend cars up and moving out here tonight at the Myrtle Beach Speedway here in beautiful South Carolina. Maynard looking to the quarter panel of the number 841 Foster Smithies Legend car of Foster Smithies. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Battle for the race lead. It's Walker Matthews, Smithies, Maynard, Doyle, Pignataro, the top 5 drivers. Throckmorton brought out the caution flag earlier here tonight. Bobby Kyle, John Johnson battling door-to-door back there for the 8th and final spot here in week number 1 of the Rising Star Division. We expect this league to increase week to week. Battle for the race lead. Maynard's going to look for an opportunity here. Foster Smith makes contact with Walker Matthews for the race lead. Battle off of turn 2 and heading down the back straightaway. Foster Smithies will look to try to let off the gas a little bit early here. We talked to a couple of drivers in the garage area here earlier before the heat races took off. They said the big place to pass was going to be turn 1, and if you lifted early enough, you would be able to undercut the driver back that made the pass on you. That's what Walker Matthews will look to do here. But Foster Smithies will park it down on the bottom of turn 2, make sure that he can absolutely defend that heading down the back straightaway here at Myrtle Beach. Throckmorton looking to get back into the battle here with Mike Doyle in front of him with Dakota Pignataro. Battle for the race lead. Contacts made. Foster Smithies to the back bumper of the number 40, Walker Matthews. They'll climb the banking here in turns 1 and 2 in the Legend Cars Series. Week number 1 of the Rising Stars Division, finding the brand new prospects heading your way on the iRacing platform. On the Booty Scoot Racing channel, Mike Doyle gets loose, goes around on the front straightaway, hard into the inside tire compact. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out for the 00, Mike Doyle. We will back that ass up for the instant replay. For the 00, Mikey Doyle battling his way hard in that 4th place position from Middletown, New Jersey. And the Northerner comes down south here. Maybe it looks like he might get stepped on here. Go around the Legend car. The 00 works off turn 2. See, just a little bit overcorrection to the right there. Contacts made between him and Ace Throckmorton. And around goes Mike Doyle. Pow, hard of the inside, safe for barrier. We'll back that ass up one more time, see if we cannot ride on board or look out the gyro cam or some sort of Mike Doyle as he takes a hellacious shot to the inside, safe for barrier. And pow, right in the kisser for the 00 of Mike Doyle in the Middletown, New Jersey driver, Legend car. Skedaddling, crab walking off a turn 4. Big time damage to the suspension of the 00 of Mike Doyle. Every single one of these drivers here tonight inside of the Rising Stars division will have at least one fast repair to work with. However, once that fast repair is up and over, you will be screwed. Back here on the main broadcast cam, we'll get you switch back over to where we have Mike Doyle, John Johnson, Bobby Kyle working their way back up through the field. Nicholas Maynard will move up to the 2nd place position. We'll go side by side here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway underneath the caution flag for the 2nd time here tonight in the main event. Back here in just a moment. You're not going to miss a thing. We'll keep it side by side. Scoot Racing channel, getting ready to hopefully double file up these Legend cars for week 1 of the Rising Stars division, and we'll do just that. It'll be Bobby Kyle rolling to the back half of the field with Wesley Matthews and the number 40 going to the back half as well. So looks like the restart will come this time around. It'll be Foster Smithies on the front row with Nicholas Maynard to the outside of him. Ace Throckmorton will lead in the number 72, the 2nd row on the bottom side, followed by Dakota Pignataro. Green flag getting ready to fly. Back in the air here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the U.S. Legend Cars. Week 1 of the Rising Stars division. Green flag back in the air. Green flag back in the air here at the Battle at the Beach here in South Carolina. Maynard, a South Carolina driver, and that 02 Legend Cars on the outside. He'll work door-to-door, quarter panel to quarter panel with the number 72 of Ace Throckmorton. Battle here down in the turn 4 for the 3rd and 4th place, 4th and 5th place spot. That's the number 30 of Braden Sumter trying to work his way up through the field all the way from Hickory, North Carolina. He'll make the trip down south to South Carolina, trying to prove which Carolina's got the faster speed here tonight. If you know the history of the Battle of the Carolinas, it's all about the speed, the race shops, and how they grow their roots in the NASCAR world. The Carolinas absolutely home in NASCAR racing. Throckmorton door-to-door with Foster Smithies for the race lead off turn 4. Maynard to look for an opportunity to strike inside of this number 02 Legend Cars, riding on board with him. He undercuts him just like we talked about earlier. He'll get the run off turn 2, looking to make it 3 wide down on the bottom side. Here comes Nicholas Maynard for the race lead. He'll think better of it down into turn 3. Throckmorton won't think any much more than trying to get the race lead from the 841 of Foster Smithies, who's up 7 spots from where he already started. Dakota Pignataro will undercut, look to get back around Walker Matthews, inside of this number backwards 40 Legend car. Here comes the 777 of Bobby Kyle, John Johnson, Mike Doyle battling out once around. It's Ace Throckmorton, the 2 leaders. 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 legend cars involved. Bobby Kyle involved, and I think Maynard may have been the only one to get through it. Caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We will back that ass up and dissect what the fuck just happened for the race lead here. Ace Throckmorton battling Nerf Bar with the Falter Smithies. 851. We'll take a look here. Battle off of turn 2. Here the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Falter Smithy gets loose. So does Throckmorton. Hang it back to the left. Right rear hook for Throckmorton. Several guys involved, and he's just along for the ride here. Bow. Hard one more shot from John Johnson. We'll back that ass up one more time. See if we can't ride out of the right rear quarter panel or something of Ace Throckmorton here. We'll see if we can't find the absolute angle that we were looking for. This should show us exactly what we wanted. The 841 of Falter Smithies behind him. Looks fake back left, right back right. Hooks him right in the right rear. Round on the front straightaway. Several guys involved. Bobby Kyle tries to lock it down. Spins in front of the traffic. Mike Doyle. Door slams him right in the door, and I'm not mistaken, folks. I maybe think these three drivers, Dakota Pignataro and Nicholas Maynard, as well as Walker Matthews, may have been the only drivers to get it out of the wreck unscathed. We'll throw it back here to the main broadcast cam where Peter LePage's car works off of the exit of turn 2 for the third caution flag here already at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Kicking off the Rising Stars division. Walker Matthews will bring it down on the pit lane. We'll take one pit stop just like they will. Back in just a moment. You won't miss a thing.
I'm never gonna change my way. Don't give a fuck about whoever stands in my way. Don't give a fuck, I cut the deck my own way. I won't let I'll make a revolution. Back down, you're already broken. Whoa, we're never tired of running. Whoa, we're never tired of hiding. We like to feed on the fear in your eyes. Hey, another round, another time we were born for this. Whoa, we're never tired of kidding.
Back here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway, flying high above the racetrack with Billy the Blimp driver pacing underneath the caution flag for what is going to be the, I believe, third time here tonight. And we'll have the DJ cut the music down here, and he's doing a badass of a job. Him and Dakota Pignataro, really good friends. Dakota Pignataro's playlist actually playing here tonight. You see the remaining schedule on the side of your screen. It'll show you how we will shake out the rest of the year. 2 weeks from now, we will head to the Wild West Motorsport Park, which is a dirt road for like trophy trucks, but they do offer the FIA car, which is a little bitty, almost like legend type car for dirt that we will take there 2 weeks from now, and it should be an absolute banger. Drift in and jump in and racing, beating and banging, you name it. The race will happen 2 weeks from now. You want to make sure you're subscribed here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Then we'll head to Watkins Glen, where we will race the Porsche 992.222s at the Watkins Glen International Raceway. It'll be on the Cup circuit without the boot. Then we will head to Montreal for our first stock car, which will be held in the old Arca Menard car. Back down on the racetrack here, where we are getting ready to take the restart. Nicholas Maynard from Wilford, South Carolina, will be the race leader. So the hometown driver will try to make his way around the Rising Stars Division opening race with 27 laps to go at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. The 02 on the inside, Pignataro on the outside. All in the hands of the 02. Green flag back in the air here in the legend cars. Week number 1 kicking off for the Rising Stars division. Couple veterans trying to show some of the new rookies how to get it done. Maynard will roll to the top side of the racetrack, middle ways through Myrtle Beach Speedway, down off of turn 2 and heading down the back straightaway. Pignataro will battle door to door. Foster Smithies Maynard to work down on the bottom side of the racetrack. The 02 of Nicholas Maynard will roll off of turn 4. Dakota Pignataro will get moved up out of the groove by the number 841 of Foster Smithies. Here comes the 72 of Ace Throckmorton. He'll work the number 72 U.S. Legend car down on the bottom side. Maynard misses the bottom of turn 1 and 2 that time around, gets really high off of turn 2. He's able to keep his foot in it, though. He's got a nose ahead in front of the 841 of Foster Smithies. Door to door, quarter panel through turns 3 and 4 here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. One of the most fun racetracks on the platform for the legend cars, heading across the line for 26 laps to go. You're going to want to make sure you're sticking it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 99 of Dakota Pignataro shoves it 3 wide up the middle right there. Whoa! And Walker Matthews almost near disasters. Maynard goes 3 wide on the outside. He'll go quarter panel down with the backwards 40 of Walker Matthews. Throckmorton grabs the second place spot. He'll look to redeem himself back for the battle for the race lead one more time. These two guys collected in the race earlier, battling for the race lead, back for the previous caution flag. Can the Foster Smithies machine regain the lead here in battle door to door with Ace Throckmorton? Both of these drivers have already used and burned up their fast repairs here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Here comes Dakota Pignataro, Mike Doyle back in the ballgame. 25 laps to go here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ace Throckmorton on the outside. Walker Matthews shoving on the inside. He's looking for the pass for the race lead. But Foster Smithies trying to get the bump draft down the back straightaway. He'll misjudge. Turn 3 there. Ace Throckmorton will get the run off turn 4 that he's looking fight, but he's big time loose in the number 72 Legend car. Heading down into turn 3 and 4, the 841, of Foster Smithies. Slides to the back bumper of Walker Matthews, number 40 U.S. Legend car. The backward 40 wide, the battle back, but here's Throckmorton 3 wide into turn 3. The 72 wants the race lead with 24 laps, coming in 23 laps to go. Week 1 of the U.S. Legend cars, kicking off the Rising Stars division, changing it up week to week. Track discipline, track type cars, you name it. Walker Matthews looking for that Myrtle Beach undercut off turn 2 in the Legend car, but he's not able to get his foot down. Look at this three-way battle for the race lead. Maynard's going backwards here to the 5th place position after starting from the pole on the restart. 3 wide for the race lead. Smithies on the inside, Throckmorton on the outside with Matthews up the middle. Throckmorton trying to make something shake, but it's Smithies getting the foot down before everybody else. 3 wide back here between Mike Doyle. Contact made to Dakota Pignataro. He's getting ran over by Mike Doyle around on the back straightaway, and the caution flag flies. What a little run right there, folks. Some absolute chaotic battles going on our screen. The caution flag is out for Dakota Pignataro inside of this number 99 Legend car turned around on the back straightaway. We will back that ass up and take a look and see exactly what happened to Dakota Pignataro. Let's take a look. 3 wide off the exit of turn 3 and 4. Maybe a little bit of net code first, but definitely contact made from the number 30 of Braden Sumter. Braden Sumter definitely probably didn't mean to do that. We'll back it up one more time. We'll see if we can't ride out the gyro cam of the number 30. Definitely knows that he's 3 wide up the middle right there. Does not want to get down on the bottom side of the racetrack, run anybody over, riding on board the 30. Clayson right in the right rear quarter panel. Definitely probably didn't mean to do it. Mike Doyle nowhere to go as well as Dakota Pignataro falls right into his lap unpaid for. The 99 will get this Legend car reworked up and moving here, and it's got no trouble turning it. Pace car working its way out on the racetrack. We'll be back here in just a moment. You won't miss a thing. We'll go side by side, and looks like we'll have about 25 laps to go. Caution laps do not count here inside of the Legend cars. We'll be back.
Let's go here for more citizens of the law.
Happy grass, happy home.
So what do you do?
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize there, pressing the wrong one. Looks like thought we were going to go side by side there and get the green flag, but it looks like we'll have to wait it for at least one more lap, but that is A-okay with us. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll have the DJ kill the music here real quick so we can kind of relapse and walk you through tonight's event. First, we'll do our weather report of the night. A beautiful 64 degrees here in the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Some of these guys that took their family out to the beach earlier. And if you've ever been to Myrtle Beach or Ocean Lakes right outside of Myrtle Beach, I happen to be a resident in South Carolina, so I know a lot about the Myrtle Beach area. Please stay away from Ocean Lakes. Bad things happen around that area. However, though, there are some great homeowners in there, some great Airbnbs if you're looking to party. You know what I mean? Send me the invite. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Myrtle Beach Speedway, the never-forgotten Myrtle Beach Speedway. We should add it that, as it is no longer a real-life thing down in South Carolina. No longer there stands apartment complexes over what is absolutely an awesome racetrack that used to be iconic through the 90s and early 2000s. Used to host Busch Grand National races. Dale Jr. used to cut his teeth right here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway inside of his late model stock. He probably didn't have Legend cars back in the early 90s when Dale Jr. used to do his thing, so the late models of how we'll do it. I do know this, though. The Madness Racing League that you can catch here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel will head their TNA Truck Series Week 2 of Season 4 right here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. So trucks at Myrtle Beach, you're definitely not going to want to miss that one. Green flag, get ready to fly back in the air here for, looks like going to be Foster Smithies on the race pole here with Ace Throckmorton to the outside. Some beating and banging all night long between these two drivers. Let's see if they can get it figured out. Green flag back in the air here with 17 laps to go at Myrtle Beach. Foster Smithies works off the exit of turn 1 and heading up a turn 2, getting ready to fly down the back straightaway. Looks like we still have all 9 legend cars still competing here tonight. Single file down on the bottom side of the racetrack, and these drivers have just been told by the admin if there is another caution flag, we will go to single file restart. So Braden Sumter on the bottom side here, Walker Matthews on the outside, and you can only begin to wonder, folks, how many of these U.S. legend car drivers decided to not fill up the legend car all the way up in Sunoco Racing fuel here tonight. Fuel inside of legend car racing adds weight, and with weight comes less speed. You're going to want to be as light as possible when you're racing inside of the U.S. legend cars. John Johnson working his way from the back half of the field, just caught up in everybody's accidents here tonight. Ace Throckmorton down on the bottom side. He'll look for the battle for the race lead once more with the 841 of Foster Smithies. These two guys just can't seem to get away with one another, racing their ever-living asses off. Walker Matthews fights back down on the bottom side in the backwards 40 legend car. Braden Stumper working his way back on the bottom side in the 30 legend car. Finally getting an opportunity to battle here tonight. The 30 back in the ball game here from Hickory, North Carolina. Maynard, Bobby Kyle, two guys that's been racing each other a long time. First time here in a legend car. 3 wide for the race lead. Throckmorton on the bottom side. Smithies makes a little bit of fender rubbing there with a 40 of Walker Matthews. Matthews keeps his foot into those slides up the middle of the racetrack. Battle down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. It's the 40 of Matthews, Smithies, Throckmorton, Sumter, and Boyle, the top 5 drivers. But Doyle will be challenged here from the 0-2 of Maynard. Battle across the front straightaway. The fans are on their feet with 16 laps to go here in the U.S. Legend Cars Week 1 opening race for the Rising Stars division of the I-85 Asphalt Series. Maynard, big time loose off the corner, trying to save a little bit of rubber earlier. Did that pay forward for the 0-2? Here comes Dakota Pignataro. He'll work his way, trying to come back into the front half of the pack with 15 laps to go this time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Maynard to work to the inside of the number 99. Battle for the race lead, though, with Walker Matthews, Smithies, Throckmorton. Neither one of these guys giving an inch. Matthews throwing the block down on the bottom side in front of the number 72. The 841 of Smithies rolls the outside, turn 4, trying to get the run off the top exit. He'll get exactly what he was looking for. He'll hold the quarter panel to the number 40. 3 wide again across the line down into turns 1 and 2. Throckmorton on the bottom. Matthews up the middle. Smithies on the outside. Bow! Contact made. Will send the 841 backwards there. That'll break Braden Sumter right into the battle here from Hickory, North Carolina. He'll scoot up to the 3rd place spot. Battle off turn 4. Everybody going out of here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. John Johnson has pulled off of the racetrack. We will keep it green here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Braden Sumter on the outside. These drivers trying to avoid the single file restart. Maynard, Bobby Kyle going at it door to door here in Myrtle Beach. Bobby Kyle drifting sideways off the exit of turn 4. The 64-year-old's been racing a long time. A legend car for a legend here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Throckmorton puts the bumper to the back of the number 40 of Wesley Matthews off turn 2. Battle down into turn 3 and 4. Exit of turn 4. Now Smithy throws his 841 legend car on the bottom side, but it's Matthews with the run off turn 4. What will be 10 laps to go this time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Doyle, door to door with the number 30 of Braden Sumter. He's back into the ball game. Mike Doyle was 1 point here tonight, crab walking, and not because we're at Myrtle Beach. He absolutely destroyed the suspension on the 00 of Mike Doyle's legend car. In the wreck earlier tonight, contact made again with Braden Sumter, who's on the inside. Mike Doyle goes around hard on the outside wall. Just caused the jinx to the 00. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the Middletown, New Jersey driver of Michael Doyle. And maybe the tone of change here is because we might be responsible for this one. Just jinxed the 0-0 of Mike Doyle battling off of turn 4 here. Take a look on the instant replay. What happened to the Middletown, New Jersey driver? Oh, maybe a ghost connection there with the number 30 of Braden Sumter. Sent him around hard on the outside. We'll back that ass up one more time. We'll throw up the drone cam like we have several times here tonight and kind of dissect this race. Did they actually make contact? Tough angle right there, but as close as you can be without making out. So Mike Doyle hard in the outside, safe for barrier off the front nose of the number 30. You definitely know how we get it. Definitely loses his spot that he did not want to. 10 laps to go in the race here tonight with the caution laps not counting. Mike Doyle out of fast repairs. He's going to have to try to repatch up this 0-0 the best that he can and get it back up and moving. But it doesn't look like it appears to be anything but cosmetic damage. Pace car's out on the racetrack. We're back in just a moment. You're not going to want to miss a thing. Here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, just listening in over our Racing Electronics. We want to give a huge shout out to REC, Racing Electronics. Make sure that you are heading on over out into the fan zone area before each and every single race. You must pre-order your scanner advance ahead of time in order to be able to get it. You will redeem it at the REC trailer inside of the fan zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the iRacing Pace Truck back out on the racetrack for the 5th time here tonight of week 1 for the Rising Stars division. This week, we're kicking off the Rising Stars with the U.S. Legend cars. The first time ever on the Booty Scoot Racing channel that we have had these type of cars, discipline, whatever you want to call it, here on our channel. So throughout the next coming weeks, we have some absolutely banger races coming your way. We will get the single file restart this time around just due to the 5 caution flags already here tonight, with 40 laps being the scheduled distance. It'll be Foster Smithies, the race leader, with Ace Throckmorton right behind him. Walker Matthews, Braden Sumter, and Dakota Pignataro round out the top 5 drivers. Maynard will be 6th, followed by Bobby Kyle and Mike Doyle. A little bit of beating and banging Nerf bars here on the restart. 8 laps to go in the Legend cars. Week number 1 of the Rising Stars division. Green flag back in the air here at Myrtle Beach. Foster Smithies works down into turns 1 and 2 with everybody else trailing right behind him. The U.S. Legend cars have put on a show so far here tonight. Can these drivers keep it a little bit more clean? 8 laps to go. Maynard will look down on the inside of Dakota Pignataro heading off the exit of turn 2. These 2 drivers that put on a show earlier here tonight, battling hard for the race lead. Maynard in the 0-2 will look to the inside, but think better of it of the Beats Design Legend car of Dakota Pignataro. Dakota Pignataro gets the name Ryan Newman look-alike, but it's not because they got any kind of similar characteristics, because I imagine Dakota Pignataro can fit inside of his Legend car compared to Ryan Newman, who is way overweight. Dakota Pignataro, though, just really tough and hard to pass on the racetrack. You're seeing that right now from the kid of Nicholas Maynard, trying to be patient with the number 99 of Dakota Pignataro. Maynard wrapping the bottom really well in his number 02 machine. Talking to Nicholas Maynard in the garage area earlier tonight from Wilford, South Carolina, said that his program had went out and purchased a brand new steering rack column for their programming. If you know, we're sim racing here virtually. Looks like Maynard has got himself some new package wheels out here tonight, but struggling hard to try to dial it in. Top 5 performance right now. Looks like Pignataro, though, wants a chance to battle for the race lead. 6 laps to go. It's Throckmorton, Smithy, Sumter, Pignataro battling it out for the could be race lead here tonight, as we got one blinking in and out on the channel. That's Braden Sumter in that number 30 Legend car. Dakota Pignataro barely able to get back around that blinking black traffic car. Pignataro absolutely ships it into turns 1 and 2, though. He'll clear the 841 of Foster Smithies, who may be seeing something ahead of him that he may not like. Is he out of fuel? Foster Smithies sputtering here on the back half of 5 laps to go. Does he have enough fuel to get to the end? Dakota Pignataro up the middle. 3 wide battling with the number 30 of Braden Sumter around on the inside. Maynard goes. Pignataro goes around as well. Caution flag is out. Maynard around with less than 5 laps to go. So is Dakota Pignataro and his number 99. We'll back that ass up for the instant replay. Take a look and see what happened with the kid of Nicholas Maynard and Dakota Pignataro. We just talked about him. We'll back it up here. Take a look. We'll throw it up to the drone cam. Or can we get a better look at what we had? Heading off of the front straightaway down into turn 1. And no, not entirely sure what happened right there. Somebody got checked up, or Maynard just ran over Dakota Pignataro. We'll back that ass up. We'll ride on board with the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard, the kid from South Carolina, the hometown hero, trying to make a move around the 99. We'll back it up here. Looks like a brake check. Nicholas Maynard damn near taking out the camera right there. We'll back that ass up. That'll be one hell of a view. This maybe might show us the review or the kind of shot that we were looking across the front straightaway. Could have been a net code right there as well. Maynard slides right here and woo! Great job. He was able to keep it off of the wall there, but they'll lose a couple positions, and this is not what these Legend Cars drivers needed here tonight. Caution laps do not count. 4 laps to go. Can they hold on to their U.S. Legend Cars? How many of them have enough Sunoco Racing fuel to get to the end? This will bail out Foster Smithies in the 841 Legend Car. He'll come down to top off in Sunoco Racing fuel. Folks, we'll be back in just a moment.
After reflecting back on this past unrivaled season, I wanted to share with you guys how I kept going.
Welcome back here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the I-85 Asphalt Series Rising Stars Division. Week number 1 of the series kicking off here tonight, riding out the U.S. Legend Cars for the first time ever on the Booty Scoot Racing channels. That's the 72 of Ace Throckmorton working his way down on the pit lane. He'll service that 72 Legend Car and fill it up with Sunoco Racing fuel, as there is no more radial Hoosier tires here tonight for these guys to get you start on the race on whatever you had. Some big-time movers through the field after that caution flag, as the lights are still on top of the pace car. Braden Sumter will run out of Sunoco Racing fuel, and the Hickory, North Carolina driver's crew will tell him to come on ahead and give up the track position here and come grab Sunoco Racing fuel. We're not entirely sure how we miscalculated so bad. This will just give the 64-year-old of Bobby Kyle, the legend inside of the Booty Scoot Racing channel, leading the U.S. Legend Cars here tonight, week 1 from Honorsville, Georgia. The lights will, yes, go off on top of the pace car for the old-timer. Bobby Kyle on sideboard, the number 777 Legend Car. He'll look to restart here. Bobby Kyle looking for his first win on the Booty Scoot Racing channel and his first one inside of the I-85 Asphalt Series in a very, very long time. Pignataro will round out second, followed by Nicholas Maynard in third. Mike Doyle will shake out fourth. Ace Throckmorton will be fifth. Braden Sumter working his way off pit lane now. They won't be able to catch the pace car in time. It'll be in the hands of Bobby Kyle. The 99 right behind him. Green flag in the air back at Myrtle Beach with 2 laps to go. Well, 3 laps to go. Pignataro shoots down on the inside of Bobby Kyle in the 777 Legend Car. They'll climb the banking here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Maynard gets tagged. He'll go around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ace Throckmorton's there as well. Hard on the outside wall. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag comes out for the 0-2, from Wilford, South Carolina, of Nicholas Maynard. We'll back that ass up for the instant replay. Take a look and see what happened to the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Battle off of turn 2. Not entirely sure what could have took place. Definitely guys not giving an inch here on the restart. Wouldn't expect them to. Check a look. Throckmorton. Nice little timing, maybe coming up. Pignataro gets into the left rear. Maynard chips them around on the outside. Several cars get collected. We'll back that ass up one more time here. See if we can't ride around with Dakota Pignataro on his right front of his Legend Car. See if this won't give us the look that we were looking for. So definitely some contact there. Maynard looks like he was the only unfortunate one to not be able to turn it around here and go forward. They have to get this 0-2 up and moving. Caution flag laps do not count. We'll go one more time here for the overtime. They'll get one attempt at it, folks. We're back here in just a moment on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Week 1 of the U.S. Legend Cars. Trying to grab ourselves a winner. Bobby Kyle will be leading them when we return. Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channels. We paused there for our brief station identification, working underneath the caution flag here tonight. Back double file for the restart. This will round out the overtime and how things are supposed to be. Braden Sumter will jump back to the back half of the field. This will leave Bobby Kyle on the race lead from Honorsville, Georgia, getting ready to come to what is going to be a one-lap shootout here in the overtime. Bobby Kyle will lead them. Single file, Behind him will be Mike Doyle, Ace Throckmorton, Foster Smithies, Nicholas Maynard. Green flag back in the air here for a one-lap shootout at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Bobby Kyle fires off. We're back racing here in Myrtle Beach. White flag is in the air, folks. It is back to the checker. There is no more caution flag. Stockport goes around with Foster Smithies. Been aggressive all night long. Down into turn 3 and 4. No caution flag flies before they get back. Caution flag was being displayed. They are going to wave it off. They will take another attempt, folks. They will take another attempt here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. That is per the admin here tonight, folks. Per the admin currently on the channel right now, there is a caution flag on the racetrack for that Ace Throckmorton wreck with Foster Smithies. Will leave Bobby Kyle, the race leader. Bobby Kyle going to look to grab a win here tonight if he can hold on his 777 machine. We're going to step away here real quick, have a conversation with the admin on the exact call. We'll be back here in just a second. Back here, just double touching up, confirming with the admin owner here inside of the Rising Stars division. We all know that this is just for fun and games, trying to make sure it stays competitive and serious at the same time as well. We want to make sure that everybody is following the appropriate rules set inside of the I-85 Asphalt Series. We'll kill the music here. We should get the one to go racing from purely admin this time around. It'll be the old timer, Bobby Kyle. Being told now from the admin that these guys will have this final restart attempt. This will be the last one for the overtime. That was my miscalculation. So I apologize there as the admin had to correct me. There was a 4-lap shootout right there coming, 3-lap shootout, coming to the coming to the green flag right there, and that was all on me. But they'll be in the overtime this time around, and thank you for admin for adding the extra lap right there for us to be able to confirm to the rest of the audience how this is going to shake out. This will be, folks, a either green, white, checkered, or a one-lap shootout. The admin is not 100% sure how this may work right here. So either way, these drivers need to keep these legend cars underneath control. How many of them have enough Sunoco Racing fuel left inside of their car to get to the end of the night's race? It's been an absolute barn burner here tonight. Some absolute banging and shooting. 3 wide for the race lead. You name it, we've had it here tonight. Bobby Kyle will look for a first win in a long, long time. Well over a year for the old-timer. Honorsville, Georgia, stand up. Bobby Kyle leads the Legend Cars in week 1 of the Rising Stars division to the overtime. Green flag back in the air here at Myrtle Beach. Trouble on the restart. Walter Smithies goes around with Mike Doyle. We'll stay green here in the Myrtle Beach Speedway. There goes Braden Sumter. He'll go around. Bobby Kyle needing to hold on to it here. Throckmorton gets it to Pignataro. Maynard will stay by on the bottom side. Bobby Kyle will come off turn 4. He'll win the Legend Car race in Myrtle Beach. Maynard will grab second. Pignataro will come across third. Sumter will grab fourth. Foster Smithies gets his Legend Car turned around back on the front straightaway. He'll grab top 5 with Mike Doyle. Disappointingly going to bring home the 6th place spot. Contact there at the end. Bobby Kyle wins the Legend Car race here tonight from Honorsville, Georgia. The old-timer, the 777, back in victory lane, still in the trophy here in Myrtle Beach. Bobby Kyle will ride the Dente all the way to victory lane here tonight. The 777 showing the young bucks how to get it done in the Rising Stars division. The veteran, the old-timer, Bobby Kyle wins it here tonight at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'll be back here in just a moment with the post-race show and the driver interviews. Stick with us.
That's a good win. I guess.
Here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the post-race show of the Legend Cars, kicking off week 1 of the Rising Stars division for the I-85 Asphalt Series. Won here tonight by the legend himself, Bobby Kyle, inside of the 777 U.S. Legend Car from Honorsville, Georgia. Bobby Kyle has declined comment from our post-race show reporter. He'll pull into victory lane. He's looking to celebrate with his family here tonight. Bobby Kyle wins it here, but looks like we do have a couple more people here on the front straightaway that maybe might have something to say. Do you guys got a copy? Go ahead.
Here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the Rising Stars division inside of the Legend Cars division. Ladies and gentlemen, we are with the second place runner-up, the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Nick, kind of walk us through your race here tonight at Myrtle Beach, kicking off Rising Stars division, week 1 in the Legend Cars. Oh, yeah, it was a decent race here tonight until it wasn't. Just got ran over there at the end by the same guy 3 different times, and we had to eventually go down there and pit for fuel like the rest of the crew did. Felt like me and the 6th car really held our own. We saved a little bit of tire compared to everybody else driving away with it. Really benefited us coming to the 5-6 lap to go. We were starting to drive up to those guys as they ran out of fuel, after they were pushing too hard, and it's unfortunate that we had to go down pit lane there and lose all of our track position, and that the race got turned around there at the end. But besides that, we had some pretty decent battles for a couple laps that we did have here tonight. Otherwise than that, I just can't thank everybody else inside of this 02 Legend Car machine. We'll be back 2 weeks from now at the FIA Dirt Car at the Wild West Motorsport. Can't wait to go do some jumpy trucks and shit. That'd be pretty fun. That's the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. We'll scoot down here to the number 99 Legend Car, Dakota Pigna Car. Dakota, kind of walk us through your race here as you got out front there in that heat race, was leading some laps. Was leading laps here. Contact was made. Spun you around, looked like you maybe had a shot to win it into the caution flags. Flew there at the end. Walk us through it.
Yeah, the car felt good in practice and in the heat race. Got caught up a little bit in the heat. After that, car just wasn't exactly the same, but pretty close. Definitely think we could have had a chance to win this one here if things went a little bit smoother for us. But overall, I can't really complain with the top three.
That's Dakota Pignataro, driver of the 99 Legend car here tonight. He'll look to go to the FIA Dirt car 2 weeks from now at the Wild West Motorsport Park and jump it around with the rest of the boys. We'll scoot down to the fourth place runner-up, the number 30 machine of Braden Sumter. Braden, walk us through your race here tonight. Just trying to keep this 30 Legend car clean. You didn't seem to be much of the issue here tonight, just trying to stay out of trouble, but the trouble found you. Just kind of walk us through your race.
Yeah, started off strong, got a good position from the heat race, started fourth.
Motorsport Park, we'll jump around in the FIA cars. We'll see you 2 weeks.
And we'll see you 2 weeks from now, folks. We'll throw it back up here to the main broadcast cam where the post-race show ensues here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. We'll bring up the race info as week one, kicking off the Rising Stars Division Legend Cars. Ladies and gentlemen, I loved what I seen here tonight. Would love to see a full season of the Legend Cars maybe in the near future. For the I-85 Asphalt Series, the racing was absolutely phenomenal. Passing 3 wide for the race lead, side by side, beating and banging. Just when the cautions came, and they came big. So hopefully these guys can clean it up a couple weeks from now where we will go jump some trucks apparently at the FIA car at the Wild West Motorsports Park. Love that racetrack. It's going to be one awesome show to call from the booth, bringing you some awesome new things from the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Excuse me. We'll bring up the feature here tonight that was absolutely won and dominated by the 777 of Bobby Kyle from Honorsville, Georgia. The 64-year-old comes in here tonight inside of the Rising Stars Division, anticipated and made for the newcomers, and the Legend wins it here tonight in the side of the Legend Cars Division. Bobby Kyle puts belt to ass in the last closing laps to bring home his first I-85 Asphalt Series win. In the closing laps there, the 02 of Nicholas Maynard was able to escape his way through the mayhem. Not entirely sure how he managed to get all the way through those absolutely chaotic turn of events there at the end. Had to come down on the pit lane and service his Legend car as well. MD Motorsports' Dakota Pignataro will bring home a solid podium P3 spot here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel and his number 99 Legend car. Braden Sumter really stayed out of trouble here tonight from Hickory, North Carolina. Brings home this 30 machine in one piece, and he will get a solid top 5 to start the season. Foster Smithies brings home the 841 in the top 5 position here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Brad definitely probably would have brought it down a notch or two. He would have ran right away with the race here tonight. Was bad fast. Just kept battling back and forth there. Couldn't get away with the race lead with Ace Throckmorton, and contact led to him to get in trouble multiple times here tonight. Middletown, New Jersey. Stand up for the Legend car of the 00, or number 1 here on our screen, the M&D Motorsports Legend car finished in the 6th place spot, but on paper it doesn't show where this 00 ran all night. Turned around there in the closing laps. Mike Doyle will bring home a 6th place position, followed by Ace Throckmorton from South Boston, Virginia, who absolutely drove over his head there in the closing laps. Left rear hooks. Dakota Pignataro caused 2 more accidents earlier in the event. Ace Throckmorton's going to have to turn this Triple S Throckmorton Racing Legend car program around for the next time we get the Legend cars scheduled here on the Rising Stars Division. Could be a while from now. I hear we're back out of road course the next time we are on the Legend cars. And next but not least, Walker Matthews brings home the number 37 Legend car in the 8th place position, finishing 9 laps down, followed by John Johnson, who was involved in somebody else's accident here tonight from Breckville, Illinois. The 35 never had a shot at it due to the other chaos on the racetrack. Unfortunately, bad luck ran his way. That'll do it here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel, live here from the Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'll bring up the remaining schedule, reminding you 2 weeks from now we'll go to the Wild West Motorsport Park. Anything in blue will be done in a stock car and or be done on dirt. So we will head to dirt in the FIA car at the Wild West Motorsports Park, jump around and do some dirt racing. 2 weeks from now on Thursday night, then we'll have our first sports car race of the season inside of the Porsche 992.22s. Make sure you are locked and loaded in there as well. Then we'll head to Montreal. That is Motorsport Canadian Tire in Canada. It's going to be one hell of a show inside of the old Arca Menards, followed by the Legend Cars back in action at the Road America for the first road course for the Legend Cars. Then we'll go to Charlotte for the Street Stocks, Lime Rock, inside of the BMW M2s, followed by the Scuba at another road course for the Legend cars, followed by Lanier on dirt inside of the mini stocks, and we'll head to Skip Barber for the final race of the season. That'll do it here tonight, folks, live at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Want to remind you that we are not responsible for your DUIs. Bobby Kyle, the legend, wins the Legend car race. How ironic is that? From Arnoldville, Georgia, the 64-year-old dominates the Young Bucks here tonight. We'll see you on Monday night back here for the I-85 Asphalt Series for the Whelen Modified Division live at the Concord Speedway, followed by Tuesday night, the late models back in action on Tuesday at Hickory. So we got back in North Carolina for the doubleheader again. You want to stick around. Don't miss a thing. Press that like button, press that follow button, press that subscribe button, ring that bell so you don't miss another live stream when we go live. The U.S. Legend car ticks off the Rising Stars Division here tonight. Bobby Kyle goes to victory lane. We'll see you 2 weeks from now when we go back in action at the FIA cars at Wild West.